Time's now expiring. It's not over the fourth place.
Exchange handshakes and fist bumps there. Once again, Nichols' blog, never an easy one around here.
It was a good day. I 1-1 to start with, so I certainly can't complain about that. Awesome day for me and the team. It's what they deserve, really. The grind that they put in non-stop is phenomenal, you know, and every time I go out on track, that bike's incredible. So take my hats off to them, and this is the least I can do is deliver them a couple of wins. So nice to start the season like this, get the red plate back on the machine. It's been a while. Didn't have it all of last year, so nice to get the red plate back on the bike. And but yeah, made life a little bit difficult for myself today. Two bad starts on my behalf. Had two awesome jumps, but just absolutely fluffed it when I got off the gate. Was a bit off balance, and yeah, it is what it is. And but it's good. It made for some good racing, and really tested my where we're at right now. And I feel like I'm in a good place. And I've been working really, really hard. And I'm fit. I'm strong. The bike's incredible. The team's amazing. So we're in a good place right now. So I'm looking forward to the season ahead. When you come around the first turn, and I don't know what I was 15th in that second one, maybe, or something like that. It's not just about catching up and passing, it's about not getting caught up with other riders, not making any silly mistakes, not trying to do things. The main thing I kind of focused on today was not trying to rush them first few laps, you know, because people were everywhere, and some people were off balance, some people weren't, and it could have ended in a disaster. So I didn't rush them first 2 laps, but I was so confident in my ability at the end of the race. You know, I've put way too much work into fade in a race, so I was confident in my ability. But the boys were riding good in that second one. Josh and Adam were honestly, they were riding good. And when I got into second, they were quite a bit in front, and I thought, this is going to take some doing. But yeah, managed to get it done. And like I said, 1-1 for me and the team is a great result to start the year.
Yeah, obviously second overall today after P1 in qualifying. Can't be too disappointed with it. Obviously 2-2 on the day. I wanted a bit more, I wanted that win, but Conrad was really good today. And a few things we need to work on, no excuses. And yeah, overall solid day. Feeling a little bit disappointed, but it is what it is, and 2-2, we can't be too disappointed with that. So going to work hard now. We've got a few GPs coming up, and then get ready for Canada rides, the second round.
First round podium, so it's third. Not, I mean, I want to go 1-2 steps higher. It's always, yeah, it is what it is. But after how the day's been, I'm actually happy to come away with a podium. It was a bit stressful this morning, and the first race didn't go very well. I got a terrible start and then had to come through, and I only managed to get to 4th. And I wasn't riding like I wanted to. So then the second race got a much better start, and I made a few passes to get into the lead. So that was good. That was nice to get in front for. It was only a short period, unfortunately. I made a bit of a mistake out the back and ended up in a bog off the side of the track. So yeah, after that we sort of brung it home for third, and third overall on the day. So it's a long season. Anything can happen, and we're out of Hawkstone. So yeah, it's all good. And I'd just like to say thanks to Lexa and Max.
It's a solid day, all things considered. I've not been very well since the race last week. I've had a strep throat, so I'm still on the antibiotics and stuff. Yeah, I crashed in my lap in qualifying. It was a good lap, but then I was kind of smoked and heart rate was up. Didn't just put in a solid lap for qualifying. I thought this is going to be a tough day. Had a bit of a nap for a couple of hours. Yeah, then ripped 2 decent starts. Had a few laps, found a decent rhythm, and yeah, 5th and a 4th, solid day. I'll get better and better as well, because I've like 6 months off the end of last year. Yeah, bike's mega. Still working on suspension a little bit. I don't get to practice on tracks as rough as we've had the last couple of weeks. So, but other than that, the power's great. The general handling's great. Yeah, loving it.